Spooky, spooky. Oh, what a spooky stream we're gonna do. Oh my goodness. Hi everybody. Welcome to Now Kiss. Solo Kathleen edition. So, here's a quick update. People were like, hey, I thought we were doing your Royal Gayness. But I like to have a co-host for the stream because I don't like reading all this dialogue by myself and it's kind of hard. But I have a 1 week downtime between having co-hosts. And I actually have a very special, very cool guest coming in next week. So, I let them pick the game. So, what we're gonna do is we're taking sort of a 1 week, we're gonna take a 1 week hiatus from like these heavily voice acted games, and we're gonna play Speed Dating for Ghosts, which is just like an indie game I really want to play. So the necklace is a chocolate Triforce. It's just a piece of wood. I got this for Christmas from Kate, actually. Very beautiful gift. She's a good gift shopper. So yeah, we're gonna be checking in with Horse Bando today as well. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play Speed Dating for Ghosts, and next week we're gonna play a different game with a very special, enthusiastic, very happy co-host. But let's talk about some subs first, because I got some subs to catch on. Thirsty Kitty just resubscribed for 6 months in a row, saying continuous, enthusiastic resubscriptions. And Robert McKenzie is now supporting us on Patreon. Marcus Hammond is now supporting us on Patreon. And then, like several hours ago, Hattie Zero subscribed. CZI subscribed for 4 months in a row, and Lexprod subscribed. All right. Heavily voice acted. When I say heavily voice acted games, I mean heavily voice acted by me. Because when we started this stream, I didn't realize we'd be doing that, but there we are. Everybody's like, I want you to read out the dialogue, but I'm not just gonna read out the dialogue sort of unenthusiastically. And it quickly became a thing where I really had to sort of act on it, and that's why the stream starts later, because it's actually fairly challenging. All right, so this is Speed Dating for Ghosts. No, this is somebody you guys haven't met yet. Oh, hello there. You must be here for speed dating. My name's Fran. I run this little operation. Nice to meet you, Fran. You're a nice one. We get all kinds of ghosts here. It's not somebody in the Lure crew. Gamerwife1206 just subscribed for 17 months in a row, saying, first time watching Now Kiss, yay Kathleen stream. We get all kinds of ghosts here. Nice ones, sad ones, a few spooky customers. It gets lonely being a ghost. It has? Wonderful, then let's get started. We've got 3 rooms set up, each with their own super fun themes. You pick one and sit at a table. Then what? Another ghost who also signed up sits across from you. Kathleen's friend from mainland, maybe? No. You'll have a few minutes to get to know them, and then a bell rings and you switch seats. A bell rings from somewhere. Just like that! In all, you'll meet 3 ghosts over 2 rounds, and at the end you get to choose your favorite. And if they liked you too, you'd go on a date. How's all that sound? We'll see. It'll be an experience at least. Oh, Fran, that's exactly what I say when I do things that are possibly not good. I'm like, well, you know what? This is an experience. You're always having new experiences, even if they're not very good experiences. Yeah, so we are a ghost too. First things first, though. Room of Palms, Room of Liars, Room of Black. Room of Black. Hey, Zizfish just subscribed. Welcome to the stream, my friend Zizfish. We're playing Speed Dating for Ghosts, which is a very cool indie game. The Room of Black isn't really a room at all. It's more of a Garden courtyard. Oh, and Zalgar X subscribed for 8 months in a row saying, woo! Kiss all the ghosts. I mean, we'll kiss any ghost that also consent to kiss us. The sun beats down as you squint to see what's growing. Rows upon rows of yellow and brown plants, drying and rotting in the sun. What fruit these plants produce shriveled on the vine. But there's a peace to this place. The crickets are chirping, and well beyond the garden, a train passes. You sit at a table opposite an empty chair. The bell rings and a ghost appears. Ooh. I'm a ghost. Ooh. Ooh. Ah, we hit it off. Lol. Wait. Lol. Isn't it great being dead? And how do I feel about being a ghost? Sure, I mean, I'm gonna say if I'm speed dating that I'm over any existential crises that that could possibly have cropped up. Right? Alright. Being dead is the best way to live. We're Ghost. I'm Dree. I'm not getting a male or female vibe from Dree. I'm like dead, obviously. I'm like also dead. Go figure. Let's be dead together. What do you do for fun? I haunt places. Like, actually scare people. Nothing too mean. Just, like, flicker lights off and on. Move stuff around so it floats. Push people downstairs. You know, ghost stuff. Fun. Wait, you push people downstairs? Lol. I don't actually. I was just pulling your leg. Or whatever it is you've got. Dree looks around. Man, look at this place. Only ghosts would think a rotting garden is a good place to pick up. I know! Antler ghost! Those antlers are kind of cool. And that broken neck is gnarly. She is like so 110%. Oh, is she very extra? Welcome to speed dating for ghosts. Here are rules I thought up for no reason. Now mingle like a weird experiment while I take notes. Antler Ghost is taking notes right now, I bet. While we sit here pretending we aren't monsters. She's kind of cute though. Pfft, you would. Not that I know you at all yet. Just ew. I guess I shouldn't judge. I've gone out with all kinds. Pretty girls in dresses, who carry their own heads. A shadow who refused to let me look directly at him. Being dead is great. It's the other dead people that kill me. Blunt. Where? I could use one. Oh, this candidate started off strong, but I don't think so. Just kidding. Pot does nothing now. Holy doesn't do nothing. Getting messed up is the only thing I miss about living. When I was alive, I loved jokes about dying. Life sucked. Jerks everywhere. Never enough money. The jerks got the money. I'd be all, the best way to die is now, before death does me in. You should at least buy me dinner. Jokes, you know. But now that I am dead, it just feels right. Like maybe it was meant to be. Which I guess makes sense, since we all die in junk. Antler Ghost rang the bell thing. That means we change places. See you in a bit. Another ghost appears. This is a more freeform ghost. I think it's Drea, like Andrea. I'm not necessarily reading that ghost as boy or girl. I'm gonna refer to that ghost as them because I haven't gotten a firm gender read on them, and who knows. This is a fun ghost. Hello there, I'm Hattie. You'll have to forgive me. I'm a little shy. It's just so nice to get out of the home. To see a new face. The home? I haunt the old folks' home. Where I died. Queen Mary's. It's not a nice place to live. Oh. Let alone die. They treated you poorly? Oh, I wouldn't say poorly. The nurses do their best. But they are short-staffed. The residents are frequently neglected. To make Queen Mary's a little better, that is my mission in death. Aww. How do you help? Any way I can. I keep watch on vitals, ring a nurse when needed, tuck residents in at night. Oh, what a sweet ghost! Ghost Gran! In their final moments, I whisper in their ears. There is more, I say. Just you wait. Aww. Okay, I love this ghost, but I don't necessarily want to date them. I never thought death would be like this. As ghosts, we have power over the living, whether they know it or not. We ought to use that power for good. What about fun? By all means have fun. Lord knows I try. An eternity means you can see every movie you missed. Sneak into every Broadway show. I personally don't find the time, though. There's too much to do. Aw, well. Sometimes I think it would be easier if I had someone to help me when things get tough. These are both second date kind of questions. Were you alone when you were alive, and it might get easier? Were you alone when you were alive? No, I had a partner. Milton. He's still alive, actually. A resident at the home. Oh, I guess that's our time. I suppose I will see you again when I come back around. Thank you for the talk. Aww, Hattie, what a nice ghost. That's like a Megaten style ghost. The ghost says nothing. Oh, only stares. What is it what is it that you require? I've 100% bet on this date. I mean, I'm here for companionship. Let's not beat around the bush. You will not receive companionship from me. I bring only pain. Like a memory that haunts. Like a curse. Who are you? My name? I am unknowable. The shadow of a shadow. You can call me Gary. Ah, that is who I was. Who I used to be. Ah! Ooh! I still feel the blade. The life draining out. Emptied. An empty space. Where once there was something. Now cobwebs. A draft. I can't ring the bell. The bell. Who killed you? I. Do not remember. Aw, I made his mouth shut. Can you help me remember? Your time with Gary ends before we have a chance to answer. Perhaps if you get to know Gary a little bit better, you can help him. Help remember how he died. It's one way to spend an evening. Man, I feel like as I have infinite ghost time. The second round begins. Ha! Everybody's so flippin' gloomy here. I like Gary. No Gary. Goat Prince 2 subscribed for 3 months in a row saying never ask what happened, but obviously always ask what happened. I keep thinking, who died? That's the joke. You know that's the joke, right? Man, we should just go haunting. I don't like haunting. Freak out some flesh bags. This guy, or person, seems like a jerk. Give him something to be afraid of. Maybe. Like you're gonna do better than me here? I mean, you are the most corporeal human-shaped ghost. That's true. Or anywhere. Most ghosts are sad as heck. Or boring. Lots of boring ones too. I mean, wouldn't they just be the same as they were as people? What makes a ghost cool? Did you really ask that? If you're cool, you're cool. You just are who you are. You're not trying to wear someone else's bedsheet, you know? I've only met a few ghosts like that so far. Mostly ones I meet at punk shows. It's great because you never need a ticket. Emo! And then the harder old stuff. Yeah, I know. I'm a cliche. I'm not really into those. I'm more into like psych rock and prog and electronic music. If we end up going out, I'll make you a playlist. My weakness, a mixtape. Although I know I wouldn't like any of the music. If you're nice. I need a new friend at least. My friend Beck likes to make corpses wink at morticians. Oh, actually that does sound like fun. Open casket funerals. Allison haunts an airport hotel. Guess she likes to watch weird people doing it. Just hang out, go to shows, terrorize this normie couple I know. Why? Rich types who moved into my old house. Ah. They actually put up a plaque that says, live, laugh, love. Oh, that is sort of an unforgivable decor sin. Ah. Blah. So you're bored. Yeah, I guess. I sort of wasted my life. I don't want to waste my death. I want to meet ghosts who aren't like me. I'm sick of doing the same things. But then I actually remember. I like doing those things. Is this speed dating or ghost therapy? Shh, maybe both. I really just want to share them with someone new. I know, I probably sound pathetic. Already? This was okay. Come find me after. We'll do something. Hello again. How is the speed dating going? Is it everything you hoped it would be? You're my favorite so far. That's not a lie. There's no need for flattery. We're already getting along fine. There's something different about you. Yes, I'm alive. Don't tell anyone. A light. I could literally see it glowing in there. In your guts. Just don't let it go to your head. Dying has shown me there's still a lot to learn. Always something new worth knowing. Hattie looks at the garden rotting around you. Do you like gardening? I mean, I kind of do, and I think if I was, like, if I think I was a ghost, I'd probably do some vigilante ghost gardening. I never much cared for flowers. They're beautiful. They sure don't last. Agree, that's why I don't grow any flowering plant. Well, I guess I grow African violets. But I don't know. Vegetables are where it's at. Yeah. I love ones that grow like the dickens. Squash, snap peas, spaghetti squash. Spaghetti squash vines are thick and sharp. They will choke other plants if you're not careful. How about tomatoes? Tomatoes are finicky plants. They need water to survive, of course, but too much and they'll start to get sick. Now that we're ghosts, I know we don't need to eat, but I still like to grow food. Help something live, you know. Oop, there's the bell. I'm due at the nursing home tomorrow. I'll be honored if you join me. It's not as exciting a date as other ghosts might offer, but it has its rewards. Someone dear to me is taking a turn for the worst. I'm afraid he only has a few days left. I want to make sure he knows they won't be his last. Aww. That sounds wonderful. I am pleased that you agree. I'll meet you at Queen Mary's at 7 a.m. Sorry if that's a little early. I'm my best self before noon. Aww. I guess we're going out with Hattie tomorrow. How did you die? Darn, I wanted to make something up. The engineer rod is sure to the 100 bits saying 100 bits for dating all the things. Let's see. Hello. How did you die? Peaceful. No death is peaceful. I wonder if you are still dreaming. I only recall slivers of my last moments alive. Emotions, work, a shadow along the wall. I know these memories are important. I do not know how they fit together. A place. Wood that creaks. The musty smell of old books. The clack of counting machines. Our office. Our accounting practice. The shadow. It has a name. Oh, why can't I remember its name? Gary's eyes looked so threatening when you first met him. Now they look sort of sad. I like Gary! You're a good ghost, Gary. Oh my god, he smiled! Your kindness. Bathed in moonlight, strangled by my own bra. Yep. It is rare among our kind. It's Jacob Marley. That's what I was thinking too. I still feel the blade. The life draining out. Join me after the final bell. Together, we will discover why. I love Gary! Gary left a strange transit map behind. Routes you've never seen. A certain stop is circled. Gary! Windmill Slam Gary.
Sorry.
Hi, Ben. Hi, Ben. How's it going?
I accidentally set the alarm,
You arrive at the bus stop where Gary asked to meet. The last bus went by hours ago. Still, there are other ghosts waiting for something. One natters to herself like a squirrel. Another is on the ground, arms around his knees, rocking back and forth. The third ghost has his back turned, staring silently into the darkness. It's Gary. He put on a bow tie! Ah, Gary! Jean-Luc 1997 just subscribed. Oh my god.
How's it going?
I'm playing speed dating. Are you here to edit?
No, I'm
Oh,
not
you're
picking
here
up
to
those
meet
bookshelves.
James.
Yeah.
I'm playing speed dating for ghosts because it's sort of
Oh.
like it's a short game and I have like a down week.
This guy seems pretty cute.
Yeah, he starts out and he's like, "Rah!"
Right.
But he's actually very sweet.
Yeah, he seems just like.
He put on a bow tie.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Scarble subscribed for 18 months in a row saying, Gary.
Gary.
I wore a bow tie. I wish to look respectable. One must look respectable when meeting one's end, even for the second time. Also, I thought you would like it. Oh, I love Gary! I love it. Gary smiles. Aww. Briefly. We are going to the place where I died. The office where I worked as an accountant. Under the tracks. Where the trains grind and the walls shake. And the dead end of a crooked drive. Sounds spooky. Yes. Spooky. Doo-doo-doo. A dim purple light washes over Gary's face. The dead of the night bus has arrived. The bus is not sanctioned by any city. Its driver is a wisp, a fragment of a broken spirit, trained to perform repetitive tasks. You and the other ghosts get on the bus. There is no fare. You've all paid the price. The office is just as I remember it. I sat in that corner. Accounting is not thrilling work, but it can be exceptionally busy. The papers on Gary's old desk are carefully stacked. It seemed he liked to keep things orderly. My partner's desk. Always a mess. Papers and rotting food cover every inch of this other desk. Service. Service was my partner. Service Gelke. I worked with the man for 16 years. At first for a bank. We were miserable. So we struck out on our own. Gary sits at Service's desk. He turns on the desk lamp to get a better look at the papers. He was a friend. He was a thief. The green and gold lamp collecting dust on Service's desk casts a long shadow. The shadow begins to move. Does the events page have any meaning anymore? I'm no co-host, so I didn't want to do a game with a lot of voice acting, and this is like a short, sweet game. It creeps along the wall until it hangs squarely over Gary. He was telling our clients they owed money. Money they did not owe. He would pocket it for himself. Small amounts, so I would not notice. But even small numbers do not add up. Gary struggles to stand. He seems troubled by something. When I confronted him, there was a fight. That's not how you died? No, it is how Service died. Oh! Ah! I killed him! Oh God. I still feel the blade. The knife in my hand. I looked for gloves. Bleach. I found them, but I could not hide what I had done. Instead, I called the police. Sitting quietly in the dark, I waited for them to arrive. And when the officers knocked on the door, I was so scared. They warned me, but I couldn't let go of the weapon, frozen in place, right there at our office. They shot me where I stood. I died here, same as Service. I am haunted by an act of vengeance. Poor Gary. Not the need for it. I am sorry for bringing you here. I am sorry I am not good. I think he's a... You're a good ghost, Gary. I am not. But now that I know what I have done, I will carry it with me. Atone. Perhaps then I will be good. A good ghost. Gary is gone. The office is darker now. On the wall, you see a portrait. 2 smiling men. Service and Gary, the day they opened their firm. The office begins to shake as the first train of the day rolls by overhead, but the picture stays fixed to the wall. Alright! This is why I was like, this is the perfect game to play today, because that's it. But we can play again. What's the graveyard? Oh, look at all these ghosts there are to discover. Gary is a spirit of vengeance. Gary worked hard to live a noble life. He saw money as the root of most problems, and his accounting practice as a way to help people with a little less worry. While Gary kept few friends, those who knew him cherished his honesty and quiet humor. A college roommate once affectionately described him as a bran muffin, but hold the butter. After discovering his business partner was stealing from the clients, Gary accidentally killed him when was shot by police responding to the scene. Oh. Alright, let's play again. Hello again! It's nice to see you. I'll just put your name down, and you can go right in. Room of Liars this time? The Room of Liars looks a bit like a conference hall. The kind you might see in an airport hotel. There was a meeting of regional managers here yesterday, followed by some couple's 65th anniversary in the evening. They left a few balloons behind. Worn, plush stacking chairs are set on either side of lacquered oak tables. In the corner there are wine glasses and a metal pitcher of water, alongside a stainless steel urn for coffee. Ghosts don't need coffee. One particularly nervous ghost is holding a cup anyway. Some habits never die. The bell rings and a ghost appears. Aw! Ah! A ghost! Oh god! Sorry. Of course you're a ghost. We all are. I'm still not used to this whole being dead thing. I'm not that scary. No, you're not. But you're still a ghost. When I was alive, I was so scared of ghosts. It started when I was little. A movie I saw. I pushed my bed against the wall. I told my mom so I wouldn't fall out. No, we don't know what we look like. I couldn't sleep unless my back was against that wall. Why were you scared? I'd picture the worst ghost. Hey, Stormy Sky just subscribed for 2 months in a row. Thank you, Stormy Sky. Devils, dark entities, hateful things floating in the dark, hiding in mirrors, watching, standing behind me. And now I learned that they were now I learned they were there. Everyone who told me that there was nothing to be afraid of, they were wrong. Ghosts are real, and I am one. That's a lot to accept. Yeah, it is. Are you afraid of ghosts? Not anymore. What changed? I want to find things to like. Every time I think I'm happy, even for a second, the anxiety knocks. Says, I'm back from my break. Did you miss me? Ah! The bell rings. Oh, that was just the bell. Phew. Thank you for listening. I guess we'll talk more in a bit. Hopefully the other ghosts are as nice as you. Look what we have here. The ghost's voice creaks like an ancient wood. The name's Spooky Peter. He tips his hat. Dust spills off the brim. How do you do? I do okay. I'd wager otherwise. Like maybe you're scared. Like maybe you've seen a ghost. Spooky Peter laughs. Or coughs, it's hard to tell. You definitely are spooky. Thank you for saying so. I've been doing this a while. My record of hauntings goes back as long as the door. Since the Black Death took me in 1665! You've seen a lot since then. History happened. Wars. Revolutions. Mostly I read about these things. Mostly I keep to my own. Spookin' and scarin'. Gotten pretty good at it. Even been in books. Not always by name, mind you. You can tell when it's me. The top hat. The fear. All hot and sick. Nobody spooks him like Spooky Peter. I know the Black Death was in, it was like the 13th century. Well, 1300s. Are you the devil? Just one of his helpers. You could be too. There's something in your eyes. A potential. I'm not like that. Every ghost is a little like that. You have the means. Perhaps you lack the motive. I don't want to hurt people. I'm not saying you need to hurt them. Just spook them. How do you do that? The spookiest spookins, the stuff that eats at you. Makes you doubt what you hear or see. Makes you wonder what could be under that bed. It's never as spooky as when you see what it is. So how's that for a lesson? Good. There's more where that came from. The legendary spookin' is what you're after. Spooky Peter's gonna take you under his wing, so to speak. You'll need a solid foundation. It's all about knowing your audience. And a good spookin' is in the details. The bell means we move on. Guess I'll be seeing you when I come back around. I don't know about Spooky Peter. A thick layer of dust now covers the table. Another ghost appears. Want to make some money? Dan Bjorn just subscribed for 17 months in a row. Excuse me? Do you want to make some money? Dollar bills, cashola. You know the stuff. I understand what money is. Good. Then you understand why I want more. Do ghosts even need money? Technically, no. We don't buy things. But money buys something else now. Favors with the breathers. Influence. Information. The living always want the money. The living buy plenty. The name's Leon, by the way. I rob banks. Don't judge. You rob banks? Banks. Financial institutions. Cash condos. You know the joints. I know what banks are. Good. You passed the test then. You meet my impossibly high requirements. A ghost who knows what a bank is. Let's do this. The problem with robbing banks? People see the robbers. But you can't see a ghosty. We can walk right in and float that money right on out. Genius, right? It's the perfect crime. There's no such thing. True facts. But nothing's for sure, is it? Except death. Seems to me that makes us uniquely qualified. I'm still not convinced. When you signed up for this, what were you looking for? A spooky book club? A napping partner? Me? I want excitement. What's more exciting than robbing a bank? As a ghost. What else can offer that kind of fun? Nobody but Leon. If it'll get you on board, I'm an open book. I'm kind of into the idea of robbing a ghost bank. Are there ghost police? Nuts. Time to switch seats. Don't worry. I'll come back around. Why you always criming? I've forgotten who the first ghost was. Oh, anxiety ghost. The other ghosts? Holy, were they awful. Leon's just a creep. He is a creep. And Spooky Peter. The name is earned. Oof. Also, I think I forgot to introduce myself. My name's Keo. Sorry. Leon's a piece of work. I'll say. He actually asked me to rob a bank. Can you believe that? Well, I told Fran. She wasn't happy. She made this grumbly noise, and then something switched on, and she was smiling again. Thank you for bringing this to my attention, she said. And then she skipped away. I don't know what's gonna happen now. Well, I mean, considering I, like, talked to, like a really spooky guy, and, like, a guy who was trying to get me to rob a bank. Wah, coffee on my shirt. That's why I wear black clothes all the time. You can't tell. I'm honestly worried for Leon. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Yeah, it's probably for the best. Right? Who comes to speed dating? Looking for bank robbers. Leon's got some guts. Or whatever the ghost equivalent is. You're not like these other ghosts. It's very true. I'm sure thankful for that. At best, dating ghosts is frustrating. Everyone asks the same things. How did you die? What was your life like? If we were alive, the questions would be like, what kind of food do you like? What's your favorite movie? Dying doesn't make people more interesting. It's Videodrome, by the way. I love this ghost. My favorite movie, I mean. Ha! You know it. Sometimes I feel like a VCR. Obsolete. Out of date. No new stories to tell. Maybe. Or we can just rewatch old ones. You miss things the first time. So, do you want to hear how I died? If you want to talk about it. Might as well get out of the way. I was in film studies, working my way towards a PhD, in debt, always pretty sad. I had good friends though. I was always studying. One weekend they convinced me not to study. They said we should go to the lake instead. I couldn't swim. I never learned. You see where this is going. I drowned. Everything went black and quiet. I woke up dead in a fancy wooden box, under 6 feet of dirt. First I was in a canoe. Then I was in water. Then I was in dirt. After I died, my spirit separated from my body, like it does for everyone. I fell right through my coffin, through my own body, down, 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 into the bedrock. It was so dark. It sounds awful. It was. I will never forget the confusion, the helplessness. I seized up. That actually stopped me from falling. When I freaked out, it was like my whole body became corporeal. Not flesh, just like, you know how if you concentrate, you can still pick up objects? Like that. Except I was the object, and the earth was holding me, and it was so quiet there, stuck in solid rock. How long were you down there? It's hard to say. I didn't know much at that point. I didn't even know I had died, let alone what was happening, where I was. Drowning wasn't as bad as that. Listen, I'm sorry I've been such a downer. I promise I'm not always like this. I was thinking maybe we could go out sometime. Somewhere quieter, maybe. With fewer loud bells and spooky Peters. Yay. I can't wait to do something with you. That isn't talking about myself. Sorry. I can't even like, why is Kathleen providing therapy to a soggy demon? Because this is speed dating for ghosts. See you after we're done. I feel bad that we went with Gary and not Hattie on the first date, but we can play through again. My spooky protege returns. What knowledge do you seek, protege? Protege? I have done the rounds. Had a look at the crop. Only you have what is required. The stuff. Now ask what needs asking.
Yeah. I mean, there's also like the seasons and like.
What's spooky Peter? Not much. Though I will say, I ain't so fond of beasts. You're scared of animals? Beasts are all instinct. Their fear is primal, tangible. I can't spook a beast. Not like a person. Why is spooking so important? Without fear, we get comfortable. We give our guard the night off. That's when devastation knocks. Wars, maybe. Plague, surely. Spookin' keeps them vigilant. I succeed when they expect me. Spooky Peter wheezes. Something's rattling around in there. Pray the rattle no mind. I died with it. It stays with me. Have you ever been to the mirror world? The place beyond this? But the same as this. You've seen it,
Yeah.
but always looking in.
Well, it starts not how I thought it was.
If you fancy another lesson, come on by that edge of things. I'll show you around the other side. Tarry all you want. I've got patience like I've got time. I can wait forever. All right. Hello again, stranger. Still thinking I'm trouble? You are a thief. And you haven't turned me into what? Ghost cops? The way I figure, that means you just might help me yet. Here's what I'm thinking. You'll come in with me while I get a third ghost to watch the door. Why we're ghosts? A secluded branch up on 4th. Bored tellers. Lots of older customers. It's a great place to hit. Leon pulls out some graphing paper. I drew the layout in pencil. Probably didn't need so much detail, since we're going in the front door. I just figured it's best to be prepared. Wait, does this mean you're interested? Tell me more about you first. Alright, fine. Give you my life story, abridged version. Probably help maintain our cover anyway. Fran walks by. It seems like she's eavesdropping. The trouble with me is, it's hard not to talk about stealing. I stole candy when I was 9, switched to stealing beer at 14, stole my first car a year later. I hit up convenience stores, drive-ins, even held up a laundromat once. I threw my back out, carrying all those quarters. Why did you steal? More like, why do I steal? It made more sense than other work. Getting robbed by the man, legally, you know. Now I steal because I can turn invisible. I used to dream of a power like that. Would have kept me out of jail a lot. I robbed 5 banks in all when I was alive. Spent the rest of my life behind bars. Ooh, prison's a hard place, especially when no one trusts you. If there's anything I learned from my dishonest life, it's honesty. Now you want to rob banks again. That's our time. You've heard my pitch, gotten to know me a little more than I like. So what do you say? Turn him into who? Fair enough. You know the plan. You know me. If you change your mind, I'll be at this branch at this time. Leon slides you a slip of paper. It's been a slice. Alright, I'm going with Kyo because they're nice. But we'll see. You meet Kyo the next day, waiting on the street as you approach, looking nervous. I'm nervous. Are you nervous? What? Said don't worry. Hold on a second. Let me take off these headphones. That's better. So what were you saying? I'm nervous too. If you're nervous, maybe I'm right to be nervous too. Oof. You ready to go? Where are we going? Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm worried the place we're going is boring. It's pretty much, well, the middle of nowhere. Not literally. I know, because we're ghosts. Middle of nowhere. Could mean something weird. Just come with me. Sepsis just subscribed. Kyo takes you out, takes you to the woods, deep into the trees, far from any paved roads. Did you know I make greeting cards for ghosts to give to other ghosts? Happy anniversary of your tragic end. I'm happy for your loss. That sort of thing. It's just a hobby. You stop at a particularly barren patch of prairie land. Everything is frozen over. The few clusters of trees are stripped from their leaves, with branches like bony hands. Squat birds huddle together for warmth near a frozen lake, while a dry, biting wind blows through. Isn't it great out here? I come here to think. I watch the birds. I listen to music. There aren't many souls here, just the birds and the wind. I can be myself here. No one bothers me. I don't need happy things to remind me that I'm not happy. I need sad things to remind me it's okay to be sad sometimes. It's exhausting to worry like I do, but I'd rather embrace my sadness than just ignore it. Sadness is a real thing, as real as we are anyway, so I embrace it. Kyo looks out onto the frozen lake. Come with me. I want to show you something. Kyo leads you away from the lake towards a pocket of trees. Hidden among the poplars and the pines is an old house. The wood is gray and brittle. The roof collapsed long ago. This house is a tiny thing. When it was standing, it was just a single room. Inside, the floors are rotted through and covered in layers of bird droppings. In one corner, a wood-burning stove is rusted through. There's not much else. An entire family lived here. Kids were born here. People died here. And then it was abandoned, left to fall apart, lost among the trees. Now it's my home. I would never change a thing. It's perfect. Kyo leads you back out into the cold, back to the edge of the frozen lake. This is as far as I will ever go now. And you know what? That's fine. Everything's fine. Aww. He's taking up a new hobby, learning to swim. Oh my god. Type 1 diabetic has cheered with 200 bits. That was kind of a downer. I think it was fine. Room of Palms. Wonder if they mean like palms. The Room of Palms. It looks like the basement of an old church. Faded linoleum floors. Spare walls with the odd religious print framed in peach-colored wood. One side is a large open kitchen. Old refrigerators donated by the congregation hum and drip. This must be where the cabbage smell is coming from. Rows of long tables are set up for the next spaghetti supper. They work well enough for today's speed dating. The bell rings and a ghost appears. So, I'm Riley. You're pretty hot for a ghost. Thanks. No prob. No prob. Isn't it cool we stay the age we died? Makes dying young a little better. How'd you die? Oh, wow. So, long story. I was a wide receiver in high school. Got real good. When it came time for college, bam, full scholarship. But football's rough, and when you catch passes like I did, you take a lot of blows. Heh. After a while, I started getting headaches. I get dizzy just standing up, but I kept on playing. Had to. I mean, these were my best years. Until one day, intracranial hematoma. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, now I'm here. That's sad. You had potential. Oh, Dan Lewis is now supporting the Loading Ready Run on Patreon. Thank you, Dan. That's really appreciated. That's really highly appreciated. Now we get to be. So it's not all bad. Ha ha ha. I try not to let how I died define me. So many ghosts have sad stories. I want to make the best of this. Have some fun. I'd be the best Riley I can be. It's just hard to figure out what that means. I wish ghosts didn't care so much about labels. Just like when we were alive. Everyone always telling me who I was, without bothering to learn who I am. Wow, Riley's surprisingly deep for a ghost with a football embedded in his skull. Alright, well, I'm saying that. Thanks, bud. Football knocks stuff around in there, but sometimes my brain still works. Hi, Cam.
Hey.
Yeah, we're because this is like a 1 week downstream. I'm playing speed dating for ghosts, which is rad.
Yeah, no, I was listening to you, and this sounds really cool.
It's a very cool game.
Huh.
I try to branch out, but sports are just so fun, you know? Like, what's better than working up a sweat? Can you do that if you're a ghost? Not that I sweat anymore.
Oh, there you go.
Alright, who's our next candidate? Do you want to have a seat?
Sure.
Oh, snap. Halftime. Guess we call timeout. Let's keep this going in the second half. Cam is here for Tap Tap.
Mm-hmm.
So, he will not be sitting around super long.
No, I just thought this sounded interesting.
It's very interesting. Turns out I don't want to play Otome games, and I just want to play games like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See where people go with the genre.
Yeah. Cough. Hello, sunshine. The ghost takes a long drag of their cigarette. The smoke rises up through their hollow frame, pumping out holes in their back. They let you smoke in here? I didn't ask. Won't make much difference now. My name's Vera. That or the Lady in Smoke. That's what the ghost hunters call me. You look familiar. Maybe I just have one of those faces. Cough. A lot of ghosts know me. For years now, I've haunted Vegas. The glitzier condominiums on the Strip. Obnoxious houses behind gates. I wake up rich fools at night, shrouded in gray smoke, jangling pennies, wailing, "Pay the price!" Junk like that.
That's rad.
Why the rich? They've usually done something bad. Something no one knows. One look at me pulls it out of them. You should see the looks they give me. Oh, I love this ghost.
I want to go hang out with Vera.
Yeah. Do you live in Vegas? I did. I was in executive assistant to this big shot casino owner. This was back in the boom. Everyone moved in post-war. By the early 50s, it was a wonderland. Cough. My boss was a real piece of work. Balding, bad suits, always eating peanuts and tossing back rye.
Yeah, I was going to ask, do you want some coffee or some more water?
Yeah, that voice is not super the easiest thing to play or to do. Oh, he was obsessed with money. Got it any way he could and never let it go. No one liked him, but plenty feared him. It was my job to keep his sins quiet. Anyway, that's me. What brings you to this thing? Of course. I like how she's like, ooh.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
There's a lot to cover. Where to even start? The bell rings.
Oh.
Oh. Guess that's the bell. We'll have to pick up this later. See ya. Okay, Vera's rad.
Yeah, I kind of want to go party with Vera.
Just fuck up rich people.
Yeah.
It's like, why the rich? Yeah, they done something bad.
Yeah, who knows what it is, but they do.
Yeah. Why are you dressed as a tree? Hey. Whoa.
Whoa.
What's wrong? Do I have a booger or something? You gotta listen to the noises. Get the headphones. Because the music for this game is also very good. Dang it, Steph. You gotta check for these things. Seriously. Do I have a booger? It's nothing. Never mind. Okay, good. What is this situation here?
Yeah, what is going on?
Because I'm pretty nervous. I've never done anything like this before. I spent like an hour putting my face on this morning.
You look nice.
Thank you. That's sweet of you to say. Speed dating is so awkward. Like, what do you say? My name's Steph and I play the clarinet. My name's Steph and I'm teaching myself Japanese. What if you think my hobbies are bad? What if you think I'm a weirdo? When you only have so much time to talk, first thing you say makes all the difference. You say that. There's still gonna be that moment. The first time we see one another. The first time we hear each other speak. Those moments set the tone. Everything else is either validating that initial impression or trying to subvert it. I am? I mean, that's great, right? I'd rather be surprising than a bore. I thought I'd pick it up easily, since it's so far removed from English. There's such an art to drawing the characters, but there are so many! First you learn hiragana, those are the basic characters for sounds, then katakana, for words taken from other languages. By the time I learned all those, I thought I was getting pretty good. Then came kanji. There are thousands of kanji characters. It's overwhelming. I'd love to. It would help to be immersed like that. It's just hard to find the money. Sneak on a plane. Ha ha ha. That's pretty much impossible. How would I get through security? And they have assigned seats. If only. Sometimes I wish I was a ghost. Wait, what are you? Like, not dead? That would be terrible. But a ghost? All ephemeral and timeless? But you are a ghost. Huh? I'm a ghost. Very funny. Ha ha ha. I'm serious. Wait. What? What do you mean? No, wait. The bell can't be ringing yet. I don't understand. We're dead? Did I die? Am I a ghost?
Oh, that's why Steph looks like a mound of stuff. They have no residual self-image.
Alright, back to surprisingly chill football friend. Wah. Sup? I'm Riley again. Ha ha ha. So, like, what should we talk about now? I have no idea. Oh,
Oh.
Well, if only you... Well, if you have no idea, and I have no idea, this will be a weird few minutes. Clicks tongue. Hum something. How about that football in your head? I'm not hitting it off well with this ghost.
Oh no.
So, like, this may surprise you, but people always ask about the football in my head.
No.
I consider it a badge of honor, but also a reminder. You can push yourself too hard and lose everything you worked for. 5 too many hits to the head. Whammo! Sports ghost at your service. Here to tell you that all goals have limits. That's good advice, right? I like using sports to make sense of stuff. It works super good. Need to fix something? Draw up a play. You won't get anywhere without a plan. Death is like an early retirement. You have your legacy, your accomplishments right there on paper, and in people's memories. You're no longer playing the game, but hopefully you changed it. And you can still do plenty of good, just from the sidelines. How do you do good? You'll see. All of these characters are very interesting.
Yeah.
This is speed dating for ghosts. This game's on Steam. We're probably going to see a bunch of it today.
Did you ever do speed dating?
No.
Neither did I.
I mean, I've heard about it. I've been dating Graham for so long that I actually missed out on most of my dating experience.
Fair.
So, like, I was thinking, it might be fun to see a game together. My old team's playing our state rivals. It's been a while since I've checked in on them. Righteous. Just tap me after they wrap up here. I'll pick you up in my ghost car. It's a convertible. Me neither. Alright, so this is surprisingly deep sports ghost who seems to have a good perspective since dying.
Yeah.
Hello again, sunshine. Good to see you back around. We already talked a bit about how I lived. The Vegas life. My crooked casino boss. I'd like to tell you about how I died. It's speed dating. Might as well lay my cards out. One day in 1954, the casino rang me up. A voice, the boss's son, said they were out of clean shirts. It was maybe 6 a.m. The sun wasn't up yet. I dropped my girl off at a sitter and rushed over to the casino. Sure did. I was a single mom in the 50s. In case you're doubting why I stayed at the job, the casino front doors were locked. The doors were never locked. Security let me in. They led me to the blackjack tables, where my boss was waiting, dead on the floor, blood soaking into the burgundy carpet. Standing next to his pops, he smiled when he saw me. "You'll make this go away," he said. I nodded. 2 guys bigger than horses stepped up behind me. They loaded my dead boss into the trunk of a black car. One of them drove. The other made sure to sit with me in the back seat. No. All their toughs looked the same. I swear they worked a year, and then they got put down, like my boss had been put down. I kept thinking about where this put me, and when we got to the desert, would they bury me too? But they didn't. I watched as my boss, friend of the mayor, a builder, a legend, got what he deserved. A hole in the sand. And she stayed there. I wasn't about to pick her up. At least not until things cooled down. By the time we got back to the strip, the casino was open, busy as ever, and the sun was out making funeral arrangements. A heart attack, they were calling it. Sudden, unexpected, tragic, horse crap. I went home alone, locked all the doors and windows, turned off all the lights and waited. Nothing happened until I nodded off. I woke to an intense heat, took a deep breath, sucking in hot black smoke. My lungs felt like they were burning. I couldn't see. They burned my home down after making sure I was inside it. I made sure she was taken care of. Had a bunch of money stashed away. My brother in Tulsa took her in. For a long time, I couldn't bear to see her. And by the time I was ready, I couldn't find her. Don't even know if she's still alive. Oh. Sorry this got so grim. After this is all over, maybe we can grab a drink and try not to let the past haunt us. Even for just an hour. So wait, we're actually totally 100% dead. Yes? As in afterlife? The afterlife? Yes. So you're a ghost. And I'm a ghost? Yes. Oh boy, do I need a drink. Ha! It's a good thing I was kidding. I was never really a big drinker. It's funny though. I sort of feel drunk now. Or, I don't know. Disassociated. Like the world is going on without me. It's a familiar feeling. I felt it a lot when I was alive too. It was difficult. Except not really. Mostly my life was pretty good. Good parents for sure. There's really only one thing wrong with them. They were cooler than me. When I was born, they were in their early 20s. They were into all this weird music. Artsy movies about ballet school witches. And fantastic planets that were just creepy. My dad even smoked alternative cigarettes. Meanwhile, I was that dork with the puzzles, learning languages for fun. My parents were excited when I joined band. They thought it would help me make friends. Mostly I just like to practice alone in my room. Everyone asks loners that. Some people like to be alone. It's easier to keep a handle on things. Especially when things start to go wrong. And holy, did things go wrong in my life. This is hard to talk about. I had cancer. A brain tumor. It was bad. Diagnosed a week after my 19th birthday. I started getting headaches. And feeling confused about things. Things would just look wrong. Out of place. It's hard to describe. It was rough. Radiation, chemo, so much chemo. They said it was aggressive. That they had to be aggressive. Eventually, the symptoms subsided. It seemed like they zapped it. Told me I was progression-free. Whatever that means. I was also allowed to go back to school. But I didn't. I retreated to my room. After so much time facing death, I had a lot of trouble facing people. Funny, huh? Now I'm facing death and people. There's the bell. I guess it's back out into the world now. I have a lot to figure out. It was nice to meet you. Thanks for helping me talk this out.
So that's why Steph is just kind of like a shape.
Yeah. Zed Alpha is shared with 500 bits. Ah, I see we found the Dream Daddy bonus stage, the gothiest dad. If you hurry, you can catch up to her. See if she'd like to talk some more. Then again, a date with a ghost like Steph might not be the most exciting. She's no football hunk, nor is she the infamous lady in smoke. I want to see more of this.
Yeah.
You catch up with Steph. She looks surprised to see you. You think? It's hard to tell with the mask. Hey, what's up? Is everything okay? Oh, cool. I'd like that. Where should we go? Normally I'd love to see the symphony. For all the years I played clarinet, I've never actually seen a professional orchestra. Another time though. Maybe we could just walk around. Maybe find a nice park. Talk a bit.
Oh.
A heavy layer of snow has claimed the trees and buried the grass nearby. A cobblestone walking trail twists around the edge of a lake. You pass an old ghost sitting on a bench, tossing nothing to the ground, but still going through the motions. The ghosts of geese gather around him anyway, acting out a ritual that no longer serves any purpose.
I'm glad people are comfortable.
This is all still so confusing. I really, really do. Were you this lost when you died? How did you figure things out? Dying's not a simple thing. I just feel like I spent years on a puzzle, only to realize I'm missing pieces. They're gone. I'll never finish. And now, what do I do? Do I take the puzzle apart? Be proud that I did what I could? I guess. But now what? What do we even do as ghosts? Do we get jobs? What's the point of anything? I guess we have powers. We can manipulate things, right? So, like, powers and stuff? Neat. Maybe I should help people. That seems like a thing to do. Gosh. I'd have to think about that. Sick people, maybe? No, not yet. I want to get away from what killed me. As far away as possible. Where do ghosts even live? Or not live? You know what I mean. I get to decide what kind of ghost I am? That's a lot of freedom for one, Steph. It's also kind of exciting, actually. I think I'm ready to take my mask off. If you say so. How do I look? I feel like crying. The good tears. But nothing's coming out. Thanks for the talk. It helped a lot. I'll let you know. It's hard to be a ghost.
Oh.
But Steph seems like she'll be alright. What's next for you, though? Well, you can see the graveyard. Yeah, there's 9 ghosts to meet.
Oh. Neat.
Yeah, it was a fun game.
Yeah. I might have to look into this.
I don't think it's expensive. I can't. I literally had Graham buy it on the way in this morning. I was like, can you go buy speed dating for ghosts? Ah.
Interesting.
All right.
This is very Greek.
Yeah, Room of Palms, Room of Liars, Room of Black.
What have you done?
I've done them all. It's a short
okay.
game.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This game is full of feels I was not prepared for. Hattie time? Yeah, it's £8 on Steam. $10.
Nice.
Alright, let's go back and see Hattie.
All right.
Alright, have fun recording TTC.
Will do. Is the chair out of shot?
Yep.
Looks to be. Okay.
You
Bye,
return to
chat.
the Room of Black. The speed dating rounds have wrapped up, but some ghosts are still hanging around. Choose your date. Oh! We don't have to do the speed dating thing, we can just see how their stories end. Let's go see what Hattie's up to. About $1 per ghost for the curious. You arrive at Queen Mary's to meet Hattie for your date. It's 7:04 a.m. You're a little late. Looking around, this could be any nursing home. Yellowed walls, stained drop ceilings, supply carts line the corridors alongside the odd empty IV stand. The sun's not quite up, but the residents sure are. Walking the halls to get a bit of exercise. Chatting over a weak decaf in the dining room next to reception. You came! Welcome to Queen Mary's, my home. What do you think? Isn't it though? I just love it here. These are my people. Behind Hattie, an old woman hangs up the lobby phone. The woman begins to cry. Her son, probably making more excuses not to visit. Not unless you possess her son, and marches sorry butt down here. Hattie laughs. Please don't actually do that. I won't help. Besides, there's someone I want you to meet. Hattie floats off down the left corridor. These corridors look the same, but she knows exactly where she's going. You pass a number of open doors, glancing inside. Some residents watch TV from their beds. Others just stare out their windows or at the walls. Most rooms are bare. A few are decorated. There are tall plants, fine wood furniture. In one room, you spot a record collection. Essential possessions transplanted to make this place feel more like home. At the far end of a long hall, Hattie stops and turns to you. So I know this is probably obvious, but we're here to see Milton. He was my partner for 47 years, and if you think I'm a firecracker, Milton's all sparks. You'll like him, I think. He's been doing worse lately. He's just old. The little things stack up when you're old. Eventually one kills you. I've been spending a lot of time here. It has him concerned. Milton says I'm hanging on to the past. He wants me to make friends who are more like me. Ghosts, he means. I want to show him that I met a good one. I want him to meet you. Aww! It will make him so happy. This is so sad. Hattie turns to go into Milton's room. Good morning, Millie. Inside is an empty bed, neatly made. Milton is gone. Oh no! Hattie frantically searches the room. She spots the chart at the foot of the bed. This says he had an aneurysm. He was taken by the hospital. She looks at you with fear in her eyes. I have to go. And I'll go with her. I'd like that. I know it's a lot to ask, but I'm scared to do this alone. You arrive at the hospital with Hattie. She floats behind the reception counter to locate Milton's room. Second floor, intensive care. Milton's room is dim. A reedy old man with a thick mustache lies in the bed motionless. It's quiet except for the steady whoosh and click of the machine by his side. A ventilator connected to a tube runs down his throat. The machine is breathing for him. Oh no, Milton. She looks around as if he might have already left his body. They were supposed to let him go. Hattie looks at Milton's chart. It says he was found unresponsive. No signs of brain activity. But I still feel his presence. Don't you? But where is he? Is he lost somewhere? Is he trapped in there? Oh, Milton. His sister has power of attorney. He didn't want this. He signed a form that said, "Do not resuscitate." He didn't want this. Hattie looks up. I'm sorry I dragged you here. I know this must be quite awkward.
It's just Nelson.
If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone with Milton now. And thank you for understanding. As you step into the hall to leave, you can hear Hattie saying something at Milton's bedside. There's so much more, my love. Just you wait. Ah. Oh, okay. We've seen 4. And I think I'm gonna see 5 on stream. Because I don't want to spoil the whole game for anybody who's thinking about buying it. I do count 10 grave markers. Maybe you get to know Fran. Maybe one's for you. But there are 10. Vera? So let's put it to a vote. There's, there's Drea. There's, Bank Robber. And Spooky Peter. And then there's Vera. And there were 10 question marks. Oh, it looks like chat is all about Vera. Windmill Slam Vera. Sports Ghost. Alright. So, Vera's the last ghost we're gonna do, and I think if you guys want to see more of this game, available on Steam. It is $10 and is made by some very nice indie developers. And if you do Vera, can you read your bits too? Chat is just Vera. You meet Vera outside. There's a way to do the rough voice so it doesn't thread your throat. So I'll try to do that. She's smoking in the dark. Took you long enough. Not really, though. I'm just kidding around. So what do you want to do? The world's our... Vera stops talking. She seems distracted all of a sudden. You hear that? I heard a voice. There it is again! A voice. Did you hear it this time? I'm hearing a second voice. This one sounds familiar. Like the way I'd sound if someone recorded me. Me, but not me. The voices are in my head, but also far away. The voice is calling out to me. It's saying, Vera, are you there? We are trying to reach Vera. Dead on the 5th November, 1954. And then the other voice, the one that sounds so familiar, it says, where are you, Mom? Oh no, my daughter? I'm sorry, I have to go. I have to find her. Yeah, I think you'd better. I'm going with her, because otherwise what's the point? I'm not sure what I'm hearing. It sounds like my daughter, but... Well, you know what I've done. It might be nice to have some backup. You follow Vera to the source of the voices in her head. A small bungalow on a quiet street on the other side of town. There's a square hedge around the front yard, and a neon sign is in the window. Psychic readings. Know the future. Know yourself. Let's go inside. Inside, the house is dark, except for a dim room towards the back, lit by trembling candles. Two people are seated at the table, facing each other. One is a young woman dressed in black with multiple piercings. She appears to be the psychic and playing the part with witchy flair. A second woman sits across from her. This woman is in her 70s, wearing wire-frame glasses and a long black dress. She looks like a retired librarian. That's my daughter. This is a seance? What happens now? I feel a presence. Vera's daughter opens her eyes. Mom, are you there? Your mother is here. She may not be able to speak, but she is listening. Mom, I sense two presences. Two? Yes. One is unknown to me. The psychic breathes in deeply. You may now ask your mother a question. Perhaps she will respond. Mom, it's Jane. I need to know what happened. How you really died. The police, the papers, they all said it was an accident. But I found your letters, Mom. What did they do to you? I can't tell her what happened. It's too hard. Can you say something to her? I need her to know I'm out there. I'm just not sure I can do it. Psychic repeats what you say, word for word. Your mother says, do not worry, Jane. I am at peace. It was just as the papers said. Live a good life, hun. Live it for me. A tear rolls down Jane's cheek as she smiles. I am so relieved. No one would dare hurt you, Mom. You were too strong. Jane looks at the psychic, who smiles too. Vera isn't smiling. Oh, maybe I should have told her the truth. She asked me not to tell her! Oh, shoot. Wonder if I could replay Vera's story. It seems like a fairly forgiving game. It's more about... Vera was Room of Palms. Nope! Oh, you could replay dates from the graveyard. Alright. Let's blaze through this. Do-do-do. Blah, blah, blah. Can I come with you? Blowing through all of this dialogue. Alright, two people are seated at a table facing each other. One is a young woman dressed in black with multiple piercings. She appears to be the psychic and playing the part with witchy flair. A second woman sits across from her. This woman is in her 70s, wearing wireframe glasses and a long black dress. She looks like a retired librarian.
That's my daughter. Is this a seance? What happens now?
I feel a presence. Vera's daughter opens her eyes. Mom, are you there? Your mother is here. She may not be able to speak, but she is listening. Mom, I sense two presences. Two? Yes. One is unknown to me. The psychic breathes in deeply. You may now ask your mother a question. Perhaps she will respond. Mom, it's Jane. I need to know what happened. How you really died. The police, the papers. They all said it was an accident, but I found your letters, Mom. What did they do to you?
I can't tell her what happened. It's too hard. Can you say something to her? I need her to know I'm out there. I'm just not sure I can do it.
The psychic repeats what you say word for word. The letters were all true. Every word. I'm sorry I left you. I did it so you could live. Jane begins to cry. You didn't leave me. They took you from me. I was only a little girl. I'm so sorry, Mom. I miss you so much.
I miss you too.
Aw. Alright, speed dating for ghosts. Now, let's see if we can get. Where's my moose? Because I want to see if we can get on that sort of like downer note. So many more ghosts to date, though. If you get this game yourself, maybe we can get Horse Boyfriend to work. Yes! Yes, it's working! What? Why isn't this game launching? No! Horse Boyfriend. Let's try quitting the app. No! Wait, why do you say you're still running? Oh, crumbs. Okay, hold on. Time to power off the iPad. Horsebando, no. Well, we'll turn off the iPad and turn it off and on again. That's usually how you fix broken apps. There we are. Okay. Have you tried blowing the cartridge? And we lose all our save data. I'd be so pissed off. I mean, we could restore our purchases and it wouldn't take me all that long to blow back through, but, like, oh my god. That'd be so bad. Alright. Okay, now it's working. But... there we are. I just have to figure out how to get the sound. Whoops. Oh, maybe the sound's just off on the iPad. We did it! When in doubt, restart your app. Alright! Horse Bondo! Right, he's shearing a sheep. What is this? This is My Horse Prince. We've been playing through this game for months now. Because it's incredibly long, and I can do one chapter a week. Our horse boyfriend is shearing sheep for us. Oh, we did it. Your bond has grown stronger. God, that's loud. That's loud. That was a lot of shearing. Here's the wool you wanted, Kathleen. Thanks. I still have to make it into yarn. I finished! Finished what? I knitted a scarf out of the wool you sheared for me. A scarf? That would suit you. No, it's a present for you. For me? Yes. Oh, thank you. Try it on. What do you think? It might be a bit long. I guess I got a bit too excited. But we could always do this. Huh? Aww. Oh, I spent like $4 on this game. This is very good value for money. Now you're warm too, right? That's a nice looking scarf. This is one of those top 3 winter tricks to get him to fall for you. It's a scarf for us. Yeah. Kathleen. Yes? I wish we could stay like this forever. Me too. So I can't lose with you on my back. Did something happen? You look so serious. Oh, nothing. You don't have to worry about anything. Okay. That was kind of sweet. Nothing terribly weird happened. Oh, winter has come, but that doesn't mean training has to end. Oh my god, now he has the scarf. Next destination is Snowy Mountain, leaving all common sense behind. Kathleen gets to see some more crazy training. Next episode, White Turf. Do I rub to this? If you must. Alright. Winter arrived at the ranch, but that didn't mean that training came to a stop. Despite the harsh cold, Yuma worked harder than ever. As for me, I still couldn't call myself a jockey. But Yuma never criticized me or seemed disappointed. He just told me I didn't have to worry about anything. I appreciate his kindness, but deep down I hoped for a little praise or support. Could I really be Yuma's jockey? The question lingered in my mind. Of course you can. Your bond with him is stronger than anyone else's. Or so I told myself. I was just relying on trust. It's so cold. But I'm alright in just a cardigan. Oh, you're here. Hi! It's pretty cold now, isn't it? I'm from the north, so this is nothing to me. Oh, you must be used to the cold then. I am. I've never even had a flu shot. Those are 2 different things! Anyway, training in the cold is hard, isn't it? I just want to curl up in bed. Kathleen, you don't have to do anything. Huh? You don't have to push yourself to train. Really? But should I do something? No, stay right there. Huh? I'll just do my best. Okay, I think. He scared me there. Right, we're off on an expedition. We're going somewhere? Of course. Whatever happened to that pool? Can we use it now? Well, all the oldies aren't there anymore. It's being renovated now. Renovated? Yeah. Its new name is Ikemen Kua House. Reopened after renovation. You made it into a public bathhouse? And you had money for renovations? I got access to all their pensions. They had a ton of cash. This seems like an elaborate plan. You should be focusing on the ranch. So yeah, we still can't use the pool. I see. I don't get this at all. On top of that, Yuma says he's too good for that kind of training now. Really? I want to train in a harsher environment. I can't win with you on my back again. Okay. Sounds like he's putting a lot of pressure on himself. We're going out into the wilderness. Winter wilderness? A snowy mountain? This is where everyone comes in winter. For a holiday, we're here to train. This white turf is going to make me stronger. Maybe don't get too excited. It really is a lot colder here. Can horses handle the cold well? He'll be alright. They pull Santa's sleigh, don't they? That's reindeer. Is he gonna use a snowboard this time? Nope. Mountains are for skiing. Skiing? He can ski? Nothing is impossible. You're right, I shouldn't think with common sense. But I never thought I'd come to a ski area with a horse. Oh my god! That's definitely not what I was expecting. Oh my god, they're slalom gates. How is he doing that? These are all good questions. He's even holding the poles, and he's doing well. I guess he has a good instructor. But why are there horse ski instructors? I guess it is a little cold here. I'm cold too. I'll show you something amazing that'll make you forget all about the cold. Now we get to see the wacky animations. I have to keep practicing. Get into it. I guess I just have to push through. What the fuck am I supposed to say there? That's fine, that's fine. I can still get an excellent and get, like, almost full energy. Skiing's fun! I can't ski. I can ski a little. What's so fun about it? I can ski a little. Yes! You really are an athlete! Perfect. Now he'll do... Oh my god. These animations are intense. I don't have the energy to comment on anything else. What? I feel like this game is all about what? Well, on that note, I think it's time to call Now Kiss to a close. Stream's ending a little early, but I didn't want to show you guys all of Speed Dating for Ghosts. It's a great game, but there's more ghosts, and I feel like we, like, you know, beat it several times over. I'm going to go and do my horse homework. So next week, when we have our special guest and we're doing a new game, so stay tuned for that, we'll be able to, good god, we'll be able to, you know, play the next chapter in our Horse Bando, what the F? What is this? I don't even know. Yep, alright, well, thanks everybody, thanks for joining us. Wait. Thanks for joining me. This has been Now Kiss. It was a perfect fun little game, one session, and we'll be back with a new game next week. Bye everybody! Wait, bye everybody!